Om Shanti. This is the meditation on the Murli of 28th of July 2025. Let us check, where is our awareness? Is the soul awake? We know that at this time everyone in the world wants peace. However, no one knows when there was peace in the world. When it was kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan, it was a peaceful world. It was there 5,000 years ago, and that it is now being established once again. Human beings don't know this. The Father has explained everything to us, so we can explain this to everyone. We can write to them who are connected with peace in the Lokic world. Part of the Seva Baba is talking about today, how we can serve. One of the ones who are connected with world peace, we can contact them. Baba says when a war takes place, people have a sacrificial fire so that peace can be there in the world. They create sacrificial fire, but this is the sacrificial fire of Rudra, of knowledge, fire of knowledge. Peace is now being established in the world by Rudra Shiva. We would not say that there should be peace in incorporeal world. It is peaceful anyway. That is a board of peace. Baba explained this again and again. According to the drama, everything will be understood as we progress further. We can give this good news to everyone. We can print out beautiful cards that there was a peace in the world 5,000 years ago. And just by remembering these aspects, we should remain very happy. We know that it is only by remembering the Father that we can become the masters of the world. Everything depends on the efforts we make. Baba has explained that we should stay in remembrance of Baba whenever we have time. And early in the morning, after bathing, we can use this time to go for a walk in solitude or sit down somewhere and remember Baba. Here we just have to earn an income. This remembrance is for becoming ever pure and ever healthy. Everyone in heaven is free from disease. Baba says today's kingdom of people over people is so wonderful. When the names of kings have completely disappeared, that the kingdom will then be re-established. We are going to a place where there is a peace in the world. There is a land of peace, a Satu Pradhan world. And we are now making effort to go there. We should sit and explain with splendor. There shouldn't be any artificial external splendor. Baba says here you have to be true, firm Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. We Brahmins are carrying out the task of establishing world and peace in the world with Father Brahma. And we are very peaceful and also very sweet. We are needed to establish, this is needed to establish peace, because we know that we have become the instrument to establish peace in the world. So, first of all, we need to have a great deal of peace ourselves. We also have to converse very softly and with great royalty. We are totally incognito, and our intellects are now filled with the treasures of imperishable jewels of this knowledge. We are the Father's heirs, and we have to fill ourselves with as many treasures as the Father has. All of his property is ours. However, when we don't have enough courage, we are not able to take it. Only those who take will claim a high status reward. Everything happens according to the drama. Each one does everything according to his own time. We are being inspired to make an effort. We now have firm connection, we have firm nishchay, conviction that very little time remains, that this is our final birth, and then we will then be going to heaven. Of course, it will take time. Here the old world has to change, and those who have studied well will go into royal family. Otherwise, they will become subjects. So we should have great happiness. Baba has explained that we experience happiness for 50 to 60 births. We also have a great deal of wealth in copper age. Sorrow comes later. It is when the kings start to fight amongst themselves and split up that the sorrow begins. We have a great deal of wealth. From being Satupradhan, we gradually become Tamopradhan. Therefore, we should have a lot of internal happiness. If we don't have peace and happiness ourselves, how are we going to establish peace in the world? So Father comes to give the blessing of peace to everyone. He says, remember me. Then, with the power of this remembrance, souls that have been peaceless by becoming Tamopradhan will become Satupradhan and peaceful. We know that we are receiving this limitless wealth from Baba. So if we make less effort, we'll receive less wealth. And the more we remember the Father and the more service we do, the more happiness we will receive. The Father inspires his children to make a great effort in every aspect and become elevated. We have to glorify the name of God's family and Father's name. That one is the true Father, true teacher, and true Sadguru. The Father is the highest on high, and he is also the true Sadguru. We have been told that there is only the one Guru and none other. The bestower of salvation for all is only the one Father. Only we know this. We are now becoming those with Paras intellect, divine intellect. That includes subtle intellect, broad and unlimited intellect, as well as divine intellect. And we are now becoming divine kings and queens of the land of divinity. Parasnath of the Paraspuri. Sri Krishna is called Lord Krishna. He is also called God Krishna. Sri Krishna was the prince of the new world when there was peace in the world. No one knows who he was, and that Radha and Krishna become Lakshmi and Narayan. It has been explained that we Brahmins are the mouth-born children of Prajapita Brahma. It is us that is said, for us that is said, salutation to the Brahmins who are to become deities. Why is there so much praise for Kumaris at this time? Because they are praised in Hindu religion, because they are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris, and the majority of us is of Kumaris. The Shiv Shakti Pandav Sena, Pandav army has been remembered. There are males in this army too, but we are remembered because the majority of us is of female. It is easy to do the service, to explain the cycle. Bharat was the land of divinity, and it is now the land of stone. Therefore, everyone is a lord of stone. We know the cycle of 84 births. We now have to return home. Therefore, we also have to remember the Father so that our sins can be cut away. Baba says, children, this is a battlefield. So you mustn't become hopeless in this. You have to gain victory over Maya with the power of remembrance. We have to make effort for this, and by keeping a chart, we can tell how much profit and loss we have made. Scarcely a few write a chart because it takes great effort. So let us make an effort today to even just note down the times when we remember Baba. But first we remember that we are a soul, then we remember Baba. We Brahmins only have one direction to establish peace in the world by following Srimad. Therefore, we have to remain very peaceful. Those who do something receive the reward of it. Otherwise, there is a great loss. There will be that loss, birth after birth. Baba says, check your charts to see whether you cause sorrow to anyone. At this time, every second of ours is most valuable. Baba says, your desire is to become wealthy, and those who are at present, at first, worthy of worship, have become worshippers, and only when they have that much wealth can they build the temples to Somnath and worship him. It is explained to us that there is benefit for us when we keep our chart. Note down everything. Baba says you can't tell whether it is incorporeal one speaking or the corporeal one speaking. It has been explained to us many times that we must always consider it to be Shiv Baba who is giving us these opinions, directions. Our intellects will then remain connected up above. So we shouldn't have doubt that it is Brahma or Shiva speaking. It's always Shiv Baba. Baba says, continue to give everyone this message. Don't just sit quietly. You can also explain on the trains, give them some literature. Tell them this is something of worth millions, this knowledge. Baba once again reminds us the aspect about peace and the kingdom. So when there was a kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan in Bharat, there was peace in the world. The Father has now come once again to establish that peace, establish that kingdom. So remember the Father and you will become pure by absorbing our sins with this remembrance. There was peace in that world, and that is being established by Baba at this time. Baba's blessing today is may you become an image of success, Safalta Murt, not by being afraid of any paper exam, but by putting a full stop and passing fully. So when any type of paper comes, we don't be afraid of it. Baba said, do not be afraid of it. Do not waste your time in thinking about that. Finish all question marks and put a full stop. Only then will you change your class. That is, you will pass that paper. Those who put a full stop will pass fully because a full stop is a stage of a point. See but do not see, and hear but do not hear. Hear what the Father tells us and nothing else. Look at what the Father has given us, and we will pass fully. The sign of passing is to constantly experience the ascending stage and become a star of success. Slogan: in order to have self-progress, renounce questions, corrections, and quotations and keep our connection fine. Object signal: at the end, only the power of our mind will become the means for our safety. Only the power of our mind will be able to become an instrument to make our final moments beautiful. And at that time, we need to have power of elevated thoughts and a clear line with one that for doing unlimited service and for our own safety. Let us accumulate the power of the mind, power of fearlessness as well. Om Shanti.